inside the lavish world of Shania Twain in 2025. In this video, we explore the stunning life of the Queen of Country Pop. From her luxurious mansions to her love for horses and private jets, we uncover all the extravagant details of Shania's lifestyle. Discover how this iconic singer built her incredible net worth in the amazing world she now enjoys. Don't miss out on this exclusive look into Shania Twain's glamorous life. Shania Twain, Canadian singer-songwriter, born the 28th of August, 1965, age 59 years, Windsor, Canada. Spouse, Frederick Thibault, Monsieur 2011. Robert John Lang, Monsieur 1993-2010. Nationality, Canadian. Children, Asia Long. Height, 1.63 m. Shania Twain, net worth, $400 million. Personal life. Twain met producer Robert John Mutt Lang after he heard her original songs and singing from her debut album. He offered to produce and write songs with her. Having spoken on the phone for many months, they met at Nashville's Fanfare in June 1993 and became close. They were married on December 28, 1993, and had a son, Asia, pronounced Asia, on August 12, 2001. On May 15, 2008, it was announced that they were separating after Lang had an affair with Twain's best friend, Marie-Anne Thibault. Their divorce was finalized on June 9, 2010. On December 20, 2010, it was reported that Twain was engaged to Swiss Nestle executive Frederick Thibault, Marie-Anne's former husband. They were married on January 1, 2011, in Rincon, Puerto Rico. She is a vegetarian and a devotee of Saint Mat, an Eastern spiritual philosophy. In 2010, she created Shania Kids Can, a charity designed to address the needs of neglected children who are frequently overlooked by social assistance programs. Her autobiography, From This Moment On, was published on March 27, 2011. She is a longtime resident of Corso, Switzerland, where her son was born, and she also owns properties in Las Vegas and the Bahamas. When performing in North America, she will sometimes wear the jersey of the local National Hockey League team. Early life. Twain was born Eileen Regina Edwards in Windsor, Ontario on August 28, 1965, to Sharon Arnie Morrison and Clarence Edwards. She has two sisters, Jill and Carrie Ann. Her parents divorced when she was 2, and her mother moved to Timmins, Ontario with her daughters. Sharon married Jerry Twain, an Ojibwa from the nearby Mattagami First Nation, and they had a son, Mark. Jerry adopted the girls and legally changed their surname to Twain. When Mark was a toddler, Jerry and Sharon adopted Jerry's baby nephew Daryl when his mother died. Because of Twain's connection to Jerry, the media have incorrectly reported that she is of Ojibwe descent. When questioned as to why she chose not to publicly acknowledge Edwards as her father for years, she stated, "My father went out of his way to raise 3 daughters that weren't even his. For me to acknowledge another man as my father, a man who was never there for me as a father, who wasn't the one who struggled every day to put food on our table, would have hurt him terribly. We were a family. Stepfather, stepbrothers. We never used that vocabulary in our home. To have referred to him as my stepfather would have been the worst slap across the face to him." She holds a status card and is on the official band membership list of the Temagami First Nation. In 1991, Twain was offered a recording contract in Nashville and applied for immigration status into the United States. At that time, by virtue of her stepfather, Jerry Twain being a full-blooded Ojibwe, and the rights guaranteed to Indigenous Americans in the Jay Treaty, 1795, she became legally registered as having 50% Indigenous American blood. Twain has said that as a child, she was told by her mother that her biological father was part Cree, a claim his family denies. Her confirmed ancestry includes Irish and French roots. Through a maternal great-grandmother, she is a descendant of French carpenter Zachary Cloutier. Her Irish maternal grandmother, Eileen Pierce, emigrated from Newbridge, County Kildare. She has said she had a difficult childhood. Her parents earned little money, and food was often scarce in their household. She did not confide her situation to school authorities, fearing they might break up the family. Her mother and stepfather's marriage was stormy at times, and from a young age, she witnessed violence between them. Her mother struggled with bouts of depression. She eventually convinced her mother to take her and the children and run away to a homeless shelter in Toronto. However, Sharon returned to Jerry with the children in 1981. In Timmins, Shania started singing at bars at the age of 8 to try to help pay her family's bills. She often earned $20 between midnight and 1 a.m., performing for remaining customers after the bar had finished serving alcohol. Although she expressed a dislike for singing in those bars, she believes that this was her own kind of performing arts school on the road. She has said of the ordeal, "My deepest passion was music and it helped. There were moments when I thought, I hate this. I hated going into bars and being with drunks, but I loved the music and so I survived." She states that the art of creating, of actually writing songs, was very different from performing them and became progressively important. At age 13, Twain was invited to perform on the CBC's Tommy Hunter Show. While attending Timmins High and Vocational School, she was the singer for a local band called Longshot, which covered top 40 music. In the early 1980s, she spent some time working with her stepfather's reforestation business in Northern Ontario, which employed some 75 Ojibwe and Cree workers. Although the work was demanding and the pay low, she said, "I love the feeling of being stranded. I'm not afraid of being in my own environment, being physical, working hard. I was very strong. I walked miles and miles every day and carried heavy loads of trees. You can't shampoo, use soap or deodorant, or makeup, nothing with any scent. You have to bathe and rinse your clothes in the lake. It was a very rugged existence, but I was very creative, and I would sit alone in the forest with my dog and a guitar and would just write songs." Career: 1983, 1992, beginnings. Twain graduated from Timmins High in June 1983, eager to expand her musical horizons. After Longshot's demise, she was approached by a cover band led by Diane Chase called Flirt and toured Ontario with them. She took singing lessons from Toronto-based coach Ian Garrett, often cleaning his house as payment. In the autumn of 1984, her talents were noticed by Toronto DJ Stan Campbell, who wrote about her in a country music news article. Eileen possesses a powerful voice with an impressive range. She has the necessary drive, ambition, and positive attitude to achieve her goals. Campbell was making an album by Canadian musician and present-day CKTB radio personality Tim Dennis at the time, and she was featured on the backing vocals of the song Heavy on the Sunshine. Country singer Mary Bailey saw her perform in Sudbury, Ontario, saying, "I saw this little girl up on stage with a guitar and it absolutely blew me away." She performed Willie Nelson's Blue Eyes Crying in the Rain and Hank Williams' I'm So Lonesome I Could Cry. Her voice reminded me of Tanya Tucker. It had strength and character, a lot of feeling. She's a star. She deserves an opportunity. Bailey later said, "She sang a few songs that she had written and I thought to myself, this kid is like 19 years old. Where does she get this? This is from a person who's lived 60 years." On November 1st, 1987, her mother and stepfather died in a car accident approximately 50 kilometers, 31 miles, north of Wawa, Ontario. She moved back to Timmins to take care of her younger siblings and took them all to Huntsville, Ontario, where she supported them by earning money performing at the nearby Deerhurst Resort. Make sure to hit that subscribe button for more celebrity lifestyle tours and exclusive content. If you love this inside look, like and share the video with other Shania Twain fans and music lovers.